I've spent $30,000 on my boat. It's the worst investment I've ever made.
And what was the boat worth before you put in the 30?
I bought it for 20 grand, roughly worth about 20 then. 3 days in, motor, done. 7 months, no boat. We're up to about $32,000 in total cost. Still haven't been able to utilize the boat. Looking at something like this, it definitely would have been a lot more beneficial for us to utilize something like this.
Think about that. For the money you spent, you paid 20 grand for the boat, plus another $32,000 in repairs. Now you're up to 52 grand. Plus you got to pay for a slip and insurance policy. That'll give you a year's worth of use on a boat that's 70 feet compared to a boat that's 25 feet. 25 feet.
Yeah.
We've tried everything. All the right ways you're supposed to do it and the wrong ways with prying and all that, and still can't get it out. So, I mean, we're at the point where when we're pulling on it with a ratchet, rear, and beating on it, all we're doing is moving the trailer. So what I'm going to do is hook up my chain hoist, and I'm going to see if I can't lift it and pop it free. I don't know, I'm trying anything. You guys are probably going to give me a hard time, say I'm doing this all wrong, but this thing is seized in there. And, you know, I thought the motors may turn over once the drives came off, but I don't know yet. So there's still more things to try. There's some different oils to try, and I also have some other remedies that I think we should try as well. But anyway, I'm going to hook up a chain hoist to this drive, either at the top here or the bottom. Try to pull this dang thing off.
On today's episode of Grown Men Lighting Hundreds of Thousands of Dollars on Fire, this poor guy is complaining about his $180,000 pontoon boat being low build quality. And to this guy, I would say, what on earth possessed you to drop 180 grand on one of these things? Have you ever sat in the seating on these pontoon boats? It is such garbage. It is like doctor's office waiting room level of like quality. It is not nice stuff. He's talking about the bimini top not going up and down anymore. Something's wrong with it. Yeah, what would possess you to think that this system right here is gonna last long? It's crap. It's plastic. The sheathing on the outside of these things is like paper thin. It like wiggles in the wind. It's so thin. It's insane how like garbage it is. Finally, dude, logo. I mean, it says it all. Of course, the Mercury is gonna be a piece of junk. Let's face it. We all know you wanted the Yamaha, but probably Yamaha didn't want their name being associated with this boat manufacturer, and for good reason. Sorry, bruv, but you just bought yourself a turd. Like, these things are just pieces of junk. Everything about them is garbage. I don't understand how you would think it's a good idea to buy one of these things.
Let's talk about boats that guys with Monet buy and quietly regret. At number 1, we have the Azimuth Atlantis 51. This thing looks absolutely insane docked at a Miami high-rise. They have overcomplicated systems, very tight engine rooms, and also the service costs will make you question every single life decision. At number 2, we have the Formula 500 SSC. Don't get me wrong, the build quality is excellent, but these things are easily over $1 million. Most of these buyers only run it on the weekends anyway. Trust me, you do not need 5 outboards to go to lunch. By no means am I roasting you guys, you know who you are. And at number 3, we have the Pershing 5X. Sexy as hail. Also has surface drives, joystick delays, you get the gist. The cockpit layout is also made for dock parties, not actual boating. So this means more time on the dock and not on the water. And here's the thing, they're not bad boats. They're just bought for ego, not boating. And honestly, the owners figured that out way too late.
People with a bunch of money buy horrible boats, and they horribly regret their decisions. One of those things I bought is an Azimuth 51 Atlantis. Don't get me wrong, these things look insane when parked at a Miami high-rise. But with high running costs, joystick delays, tiny engine rooms, and horrible resale. Don't even get me started about the service costs. It will make you question your life decisions, and very complicated systems. I could go on and on about this boat, but this thing is $1 million. With almost 800 engine hours. And it's 5 years old. This makes me think, would you even buy this boat?
New boat? Here she is. It looks so absolutely insane. Yeah, this thing is crazy. So this is the RI 245, the 2026. We got the new Predator tower that goes up and down. Steel blue metal flake. This thing just looks insane in the sun. All right, let's take a look at the interior of this thing. We went full navy on the interior. It goes so good with the peanut butter floor. White tower.
The white stitching looks sick too.
Yeah, the white stitching and the navy seats look so good, actually. What do you think? Nod? Is that a nod? Yes? Here's the dash and the driver's seat. We got nice little steering wheel cover, and we got new screens. These things are bigger than on my last boat. Let's get the truck hooked up and take her home to Lake Minnetonka.
As you guys know, Tyler just picked up his brand new Centurion RI 245. We have not seen it yet. So me and Thomas are about to check it out for the first time. Tyler's pulling up any second now. Let's take a look at this thing. Oh my gosh, dude. Holy cow, the steel blue. Dude, this thing is insane.
It's so clean.
Oh my gosh. You guys nailed this.
Looking pretty sweet, huh?
Oh my gosh. Predator Tower, pretty sick.
Predator Tower.
Sick.
Wait till you see the inside, dude.
Gosh, let me see. Oh my gosh. That
Holy.
might be the best interior I've ever seen.
It actually is so sick.
Navy, white stitching, tan floor.
So cool, the white stitching.
I don't know if you could do it any better.
Wait till you hear the stereo.
Brand new boat and it's already pitting. Look at this right here. Look at all that pitting. This is what happens when you buy a brand new boat and you don't get it detailed. Now your $300,000 investment looks like that, and it's just gonna get worse over time if you don't take care of it. Let's go.
As you know, I pay my neighbor $10,000 a month to rent out his water rights because my boat swim platform comes about 5 feet onto his property.
First of all, I can't stand this guy, Tom Cruise. Like, I feel like he's the biggest grifter scammer on the internet. Sorry, not sorry.
Onto his property. The problem is the new owner of this house is going to put his boat here, so he's already told me that he's not going to renew my $10,000 per month lease. So my options are A, move Cersei to a marina, which is very welfare. I want my boat in my backyard. Or option number 2, I trade my 100-foot yacht Cersei for an 85 to 90-foot yacht. Well, that's also really ghetto as well, but at least I'll get to keep a yacht in my backyard and not have to travel to a marina.
Everyone wants to own a boat until they find out what it really costs to own a boat. So let's say you're eyeing a $200,000 boat. You've got decent credit, you've saved up a down payment, cool. But here is the full picture. Your boat loan is gonna be $1,200 to $1,400 based on a 15-year, 6 to 7% interest loan. Your annual maintenance is going to be $6,000 to $10,000 a year, maybe more. Think engine service, bottom paint, small surprises that show up annually. Your dock fees are going to be $4,000 to $8,000 a year, depending on the prime location. Your winter storage costs are going to be $2,000 to $5,000 a year, depending on if you're indoor heated storage or outdoor storage. Your insurance is going to be $1,500 to $3,000 a year. Your fuel costs are going to be $2,000 to $4,000 a year, maybe more if you're on the water a lot. Add all that up, you're spending $25,000 to $35,000 every year just to own and operate your boat. To comfortably afford that without stretching, you'd want to make at least $175,000 to $250,000 a year, depending on your other lifestyle costs and debt. Boating's not just about affording the sticker price, it's also about managing that boating lifestyle that comes with it. So before you fall in love with the dream of owning a boat, make sure your numbers make sense. Or maybe start with fractional ownership, a charter, or a smaller vessel to build your sea legs, because nothing sinks faster than a budget blown by boat life.
This is what it costs to service $1 million yacht. First up, bottom paint. $10,000 to go from this to this. Check out these props. They went from looking like this to looking like this. Next, we have our underwater lights. Each one of these go for $500. We're doing 8. Do the math. Check out the platform. It went from this to this. We can't forget the wax and polish. That's another $5,000 to make it shine like a mirror. Now we have to service our 3 pods. It's $2,500 each engine. That's another $7,500 to the total. And there you have it. Bottom paint, underwater lights, wax and polish, and engine maintenance, all for about $25,000.
Boat repairs, it costs 5 times more than car repairs. Marine graded parts cost 400 times more than a automotive equivalent. Something as simple as a idle air controller in a car could be 75 bucks, where in the marine market it would be 150. Lower production equals higher costs for the parts. The specialized tools and diagnostic equipment that's required to figure out things in a boat versus a car. At the end of the day, a lot of the stuff is still very close to the car market. Something that goes into your boat versus your car will potentially be more money due to the fact that it's for the marine environment.
Okay, so my boat's broken and I've just paid the guy who's going to fix it 3,000 British pounds to do that. Yep, 3 grand. And they call the boat to bring out another 1,000, and now I know why. But originally the quote was £1,250. But I said, look, if I'm spending £1,250, I might as well spend it all and get the whole boat refitted, get a paint job, get it anti-foul, get carpet done, get seats done, everything. So the boat will be 2 weeks in Phuket getting repaired. And then when I see it next, it will look like a brand new boat. So I guess for 3K, that's all right. But this is not really the figure I wanted to deal with today. But hey ho, it's the way the cookie crumbles. Quietened down now here at the lab, which isn't good, because considering I now have to pay back a 3K boat repair bill. But anyway, yeah, it'll be good to actually get out on that boat, because I haven't had a single day of leisure on it other than the training. So yeah, hopefully that 3K will be put to good use and the boat will be working.
Exactly. Coffee cup holder. We have custom interior, two-tone white and blue, custom vinyl interior.
Back-to-back seats.
I know, and it matches the other custom vinyl interior. These also, if I'm not mistaken, actually lay down. Look at that.
That's kind of fun, actually.
They lay down. See, John's coming around. Or coming about.
I want it badly.
He's coming about. Because,
you haven't seen the best feature yet.
Look at this, dude. Lay down.
That's dirty.
You can lay here and ponder all the life's decisions that led you to buying a Bayliner. Oh, by the way, this is a Bayliner, which is widely regarded as the worst boat ever created. We now are the proud owners of one, actually.
They sold a lot of Bayliners.
That's what I said. I said it is pretty much the worst boat ever made, yet it's probably the most sold boat in America for some reason. Let me specify. We're in the Chesapeake Bay, all right? That is a large tributary that eventually 200 miles away leads into the ocean, but it's a kind of a unique spot, so the boats that we use here are generally not boats like this. This is more of a lake boat. I'm applying our rules and standards of boats to kind of what we do. Up here we have a steering wheel, and I do believe that might be a glow-in-the-dark center ring. We have a trim tab indicator.
But it's kind of nice.
Yeah, that I don't think works actually. We have many gauges, and only a couple of them actually do work.
Same on this side. They tried, but they didn't try hard enough, I don't think.
Everything that I mentioned on this boat that's a negative, with all the wiring and stuff and all those little things, that doesn't cost money to fix.
Well, like you said,
it doesn't cost thousands of dollars to fix.
The heat shrink's already there.
Yeah.
They already bought the heat shrink and they put it on. They just didn't apply any heat.
But that's going to cause problems to the owner in the future. The same thing with a nasty like Kusa showing on top, you know? It's almost like different people build this boat.
And they didn't talk?
Like
they
somebody
didn't communicate with each other?
like somebody built the T-top, or a company built the T-top, and the T-top is fantastic.
Yeah.
The seats look amazing.
The upholstery team is fantastic.
The upholstery team, unless they outsource it, looks fantastic.
Yeah.
The wiring.
What did you think of the paint on the outside of the boat?
The paint is really nice too.
Yeah, so when we walked up
the Joko looks really good.
Yeah, the overall visual appeal of the boat is very nice.
Yeah, the finish sucks. Like just everything was almost like an afterthought. You know, these things, you know. They put a sleeve in there so it fits. You're gonna have to have them go, you know, fix all the crap that's in there. Like, I wouldn't buy that. I would never buy that. But it is what it is. Let's go on to the next. We're looking at a Polar 17, and this is a 2025.
Okay, so in here you have your batteries would go in here, and your switch. And I'd like to see these. See, I don't like this rod holder that's up here. It's not plumbed, so any water that gets in is going to drip on your batteries. those are little things you got to look at and you got to think about, you know. Let's look here for the bilge, see what that looks like. Let's check the other side. So there's a fill up here. All right, so we got some foam. I would like to see some type of platform underneath here so you can maybe store some things. And this, I don't like this moving around too much. Let's look inside and check out the wiring. It's hard to see from my angle, but let me see if I can see in the camera. Yeah, it could be tidied up a little bit. They have backrests here. They're flimsy. This is just like, you're gonna bend this. If I lay on this, I'm gonna bend this thing.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense. And plus, you
I
can't
think you
lay
would
on
just
here.
take those out anyways.
You
Yeah,
can't
you
lay
can't
on
fit
here.
your feet that direction
You know,
anyway.
you would, like little kids can lay here. And there's some wire hanging on here. I don't like that. Before you buy something like this, make sure they fix all those little things that you find in the bills, the loose wires, things like that.
The little
The
details. Did you see all
fiberglass.
the screws that were sticking out in the console? I don't know if you saw that or not.
I didn't see that.
That was the first thing I noticed when you opened that
Oh,
thing. So it's like
show
if
it,
you're
show
gonna,
it.
yeah, if you're gonna buy something, you know, maybe you have them change out the screws to shorter
Which ones?
screws. Open here.
Oh, this
Like
here.
if you're reaching your hand in there,
Well, here's the
you
thing.
can kind of
This,
get caught on that. You,
right, that's good that you pointed out. I didn't even catch that, so that's great on you. This screw is not doing anything. It's not holding anything because it's supposed to go into this Kusa board here. And it's
so
not.
the Kusa was a little too short.
The board is too short,
The
so
screw
this
had
is
nothing
actually
to go
going to
into.
nothing. And then over here, you want shorter screws so they don't scratch. And you know when you go
Yeah,
in
you
here,
could reach your arm in there and get torn
See,
up.
this-
so.
this- the little things.
Someone had to see that.
yeah, somebody saw that.
Somebody saw that and they were like, nah.
And it's getting worse. Every boat show that we've been to, it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
We see more crappy work coming out of these boat manufacturers.
And
it
the
doesn't
boats,
stop.
the boats are more expensive than ever.
And the boats are more expensive than ever. Like they come down a little bit over the years, and
Yeah, but for what
it's
you're
still
paying
you're
for
still
it.
paying.
Exposed
You know,
screws, exposed dry fiberglass.
Yeah.
A bunch of wood that's not laminated. Like
Look,
just, you know.
yeah, I didn't even catch that, so that's good on you. You caught that.
I was
you know?
standing above. You were kind of looking in, so I
Yeah.
don't think you would notice it.
Yeah,
but
good eye.
listen, you'd find it with your forearm one day if you were in there working.
100%. Yep, that's good. Good
Ripped
catch,
up.
babe. Next up, we have 2025 Clearwater 20 CC. So let's take a look here.
From this bad boy. Let's show them the damage. This obviously is not mine, but it's having the same sort of work done to it. It's so sad to see my baby in this condition.
No, we're making her better though.
That's my T-top up there. That's supposed to be in the boat, but unfortunately isn't. I should do like a drum roll right now. Oh my goodness. This is not how it looked just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so basically, point that we're at now is we've got the tanks set in their coffins. We got them zinc coated. They're ready to be waterproofed on the edges. Generally, this happens, you know, from water intrusion, more or less. So, this particular case, the tank had been replaced before. Oh, excuse me. My back is.
You're getting old like me.
Yeah.
Let me get in the boat real quick and show them some of the stuff we're looking at so they know what you're talking about. So these are obviously the gas tanks.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them. Saddle tank, center tank, saddle tank. This is one of my storages where the center console.
Y'all get blinded by the shiny brochures, but here's the real reason why boat buyers screw up. You'll see a lot of people buy for the sandbar and then they realize they actually want to run offshore. That shallow draft does not help in 4-foot chop. They buy what looks cool, but doesn't ride well. You don't notice dead rise at the dock, but you will realize it when your spine's realigning at 35 knots. And lastly, they forget storage, shade, or resale even matters. That boat you just bought might look sexy right now, but wait until it's August and your guests are hiding under a beach towel.
How's life as a yacht owner?
I love it. It's the worst investment you could ever make. It is the worst.
How much is a maintenance on something like that?
It's 10% of the boat. So if you pay $3 million for your boat, $300,000 a year is what you can count on spending for your dock fees, for maintenance. You have to get your boat serviced every year, the engine and the generators. They have the thing called a seakeeper that kind of prevents the boat from rocking too much. Got to get that service. You got to change the zincs. There's like a lot of zincs on the boat because it deals with the electrostatics in the water to balance it so it doesn't, damage the boat. So I'm probably going to buy another one, a bigger one. I have a 60-footer. I'm probably going to buy an 80-footer.
I mean, look, he's not wrong in terms of highlighting the upkeep and the cost. I mean, that 10% is a give or take. But I disagree with his first comment saying it's the worst investment that you can make. I think it's the best investment you can make. I mean, owning a boat is an enjoyment multiplier of your life, and there's no price for that. But yeah, they do cost money.
Boats I would never buy, even if they were $1. Man, this might make some of you guys mad. So we'll start off fresh with the Regal 33 Express. These are all over the market with price drops. This looks like an affordable way into the yacht life, but resale is so soft compared to the other outboard setups out there. And next we have the Pathfinder TRS series. Owners complain about these all the time, about misaligned hatches and water intrusion in brand new boats. For your hard-earned money, that is not what you want. And you guys already saw this one coming, Sea Fox. Have they gotten better since the early 2000s? Sure. But compared to Whaler, Contender, and Scout, the ride and finish just does not compete. And resale proves it. Yamaha jet boats. These are fun for like a year, and then they're a nightmare after. Impellers clog, hours tank resale, and no serious offshore buyer wants them. And then we have the modern Bayliner cruisers. They lure first-time buyers in because they're cheap, but surveyors pick them apart and banks know their reputation. They also sit longer on the market than almost anything else. Look, the bottom line is, it doesn't matter if you have 50K or 500K to buy a boat. Some boats just don't make sense.